I am down $20,000 today. What the hell? And I'm sure you guys are down from this TSMP reverse split as well. But don't panic, you're not down. It's just that some brokers love to do their things a certain way, and then it's going to show that you are down even though you are not. So don't panic. I know a ton of people were like, oh my God, I lost all my money. Where is it? Me personally, I'm down. I'll show you guys that I'm down, but we're really not down. But look, there we go. I am down apparently. Oh, look, $19,000 today. I'm not really down, but I am down. And we are on this ride together. But I am going to talk about TSMP. They had a conference call at 5 p.m. today, EST, and there's certain things that were said during the conference that might interest you guys. I know that they only had like a 5,000 people conference that you were able to get in. So if you didn't get in, because this would obviously be of your interest. I actually, believe it or not, was not able to get in either, but I do have members who did get in. So my boy, Mr. Money Matt, told me, and somehow he was able to get in. Obviously, he had a huge position in it, because if not, I don't know how he got in, or at least he actually cares about it that much to be the first one in line to get into it, because I wasn't. So good stuff. Humble. Apparently they acquired Tickery for $20 million. Seems like it could be a big play. That's bullish bias, but I am bullish biased as well. So still trying to release app Q1, but no promises other than all the same info. Really bummer, but I like it. If they got money, they're acquiring, they're moving forward, they're doing bigger things. I checked out that website, Tickery. So this website is Tickery. Seems like it's a very Spanish dominant website. It makes sense because Humble has most of their apps and also their businesses in these other countries compared to the US. I don't even think they're within the US yet because they ran into some trouble back then. But this is not the end. You know, Humble's going to progress. And the fact that they're moving up the OTCQB market from pink sheets, and now they're entering this market and possibly in the future going onto the NASDAQ. I think it's a huge move, and I think that was also in part why they did the reverse split, because if you know to get onto the NASDAQ, you need a minimum share price of $4. So I think we are going to get there, and if you didn't know, TSMP is already at 483. So I was actually expecting them to say something of that sort, but I was hoping that they would announce something of that sort, like, wow, we already got into the OTCQB market and now we're advancing into the NASDAQ. That would have been amazing. You would have seen TSMP at like $13 after hours or something like that. Didn't really seem to move. Maybe because it wasn't able to be traded after hours. I'm not too sure. We could definitely bring it back up here. Yeah, look, there was no trading after hours. Reason being, I don't know, maybe because of this new ticker change or whatever. I'm not going to claim something that I don't know nothing about, but it seems like we would and we should have more movement. So if you didn't watch the prior video, they changed the ticker change to next month. The specific date, you could watch the prior video and check that out. There were also a lot of things we called out in that video that happened today. TSMP, I think we're gonna start gaining traction here going forward, because we never had this attention. HMBO was never known, you know. So I think after the ticker change, people are like looking into the company, because like I said, people think this is a hardwood floor company. They're not investing in it. But today, I mean, if you pull up the calculator, I think that we are currently for 4.83 divided by 4. Divided by 4. We're at the price of 1.20. So we literally moved 50% today, technically speaking, around there, because we closed at 85 cents the other day. So this is great news. I think we have plenty more to go, and I think this is just the beginning. However, I am somewhat bearish on the market. We called this out in the prior video. I don't know if you watched it, but we said that today was going to be a bullish day, hitting the 385.42 level, which we did to the T. Look at this right here to the freaking T. Check out that prior video because this isn't a lie. It's all timestamped. In the prior video, we said we would be bullish and hit that level. And we did before we made a move back down. So I am currently bearish after seeing us hit that level and coming right back down. Another thing that scares me, really scares me, is that on the daily chart, we broke below the channel once again. And this is very bearish. I know I have a ton of lines. It's because I also day trade. So some of these are intraday levels and it kind of sucks that it is, but it is what it is. We have higher volume. We have higher volume than the prior day. And we sold off the prior day. We sold off today and we have higher volume. And over here it shows that we have momentum as well. And the RSI, it's really not that oversold. So this is kind of scaring me. I did get into hedges and I will show you because I'm not one of these gurus who tells you something and I'm not doing it. So check this out. The 350 puts, no, the 355 puts, I was in a 409 call. I still am, just in case some crazy explosion happens. I super doubt it. But even if I lose this position, I'm losing close to what, 340 bucks, where I have a $3,500 position in the SPY puts. So I'm up 17% already so far, up 600 bucks. So even if I lose the calls, I am gonna be up. So no worry on that, but I am in $3,500 worth of puts. This is super bearish for me. I think we're gonna hit the 375 area, which I said in the prior video already. If this is an Elliott wave count, this would be A, B, and C. Usually A is equal to C, which will bring us directly to the 375 level. And that will be a high probable bounce area. We said before the 382, 383 level was a high probable bounce area. It bounced to 380 something. Yeah, it bounced to 392 actually. The next high probable bounce area is 375. So I hope that level holds, but honestly, it is very, very, very possible that we could get around this 368 to 365 level right here. And I do this with y'all because I know that in the future, I am going to have to say, check out my prior video because we called that as well. So if we don't hold this 379 level, and as you can see after hours, that we're at 379.67, we're already below that. We should hit 375, and below that 367.94 and 365. Super bearish, and this is sad. I mean, some of you guys might be watching this and it's live. We're still, oh, it just passed 8 o'clock, but at 8 o'clock, $1.8 million was traded on the market. Executed at 380.36 was the execution price. Who knows? Because guys, remember, like people always say, oh, you know, it's a bullish thing because they bought so many shares. But who's on the other side? You know, for every buy, there's a sell. For every sell, there's a buy. You got to make sure that you're looking at things on a wider scheme of things. As a trader, you need to make sure that you're always open-minded. Don't be biased. I am leaning bearish, but I have a portfolio that has enough shares that if we are bullish, even if I lost that 3,500 bucks on puts, I'll be fine because my portfolio itself will go up and I will negate that. And TSMP would also go up, so I'm gonna even make more money on that. So just be careful, guys. The weekly chart also, just so that you guys know, this is the last day of the month. So usually you would close up the month pretty nicely. They like to manipulate it higher just to make it look like it closed strong. Today, we saw a squeeze towards the end of the day because we were down so much. And then we had a huge reshort. So these people, I believe, are actually saying that it's bearish. That's what the technicals told me. And that's what I'm going with. As you can see on the weekly chart, we have huge volume for this week. And it was a downward momentum. And if you can see the trend line, we closed below the trend line. That's super bearish. So look at this on the 2-year monthly chart. We have been in a huge wedge. So if we were to do some crazy Elliott wave theory, this would be since this reset, since it's but then again, I mean, time is a huge variable in this. I would say this is wave 1, which means we get a 50% retrace. So this would bring us back down. I wouldn't actually go that freaking crazy. $100 from here, so the 300 level. I don't think we're getting there, but I definitely see a bearish sign here. We have a rising wedge. And we're appearing to break down below it. So super bearish. RSI is so high. You want to see that come back down a little, and that's where we would go long. But as of right now, man, I really don't know. I am leaning bearish. I just added Apple to my portfolio. Hopefully Apple holds up. I mean, it touched the trend line, but trend lines could be broken down. Always have an open mind. Seems like we also have a bearish MACD crossover about to happen. God knows what's going to happen, but we're a team, so we're going to get through this together. And if you look at the SPY chart and look at the EMAs, we actually look like we're about to have a death cross. The 9 EMA and the 50 EMA, the 9 EMA is going to cross below to the downside and go underneath the 50. And underneath the 50, we have the 200 EMA. So if that crosses, we are going to go down. Hopefully we don't go down that much, but I really see 375 and 367.94 hitting. Super bearish, I would say 355, but embrace the ride, guys. That's part of the market. And if you're investing, don't get shaken out because you're investing, you're not trading. But always have a hedge. This is not financial advice, but have a hedge. All right, great. Make sure you guys click that bell, click the subscribe. I'm really trying to grow my YouTube. If you found this video useful, please drop a comment on what ticker you want me to check out when I have free time. I think most importantly right now is to focus on the market and the market itself, because you want the market to boost whatever position you're in. So I think the market is the most important right now. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.